Welcome everyone once again to Love and Live God in Everyday Life. We are back here with Cyrus on knowing more about Meher Baba's life, knowing more about the avatar of our age.
Shehryarji always knew that the second child of his would be the one awaited by the world. And he had a very normal childhood, nothing spectacular except that he was very active, he was very alert. In fact, his friends called him electricity because he was always very active and alert.
Very upbeat and
restless. Absolutely. He was very loving, he was very kind, he was a natural leader. He was very good at sports, he loved poetry, he loved literature, and overall it was a normal, you can say, childhood. Now one fine day after finishing his school, he joined college, and one fine day as he was cycling, this was in the month of May 1913, which was a very eventful day when he came across the first perfect master of the age, Hazrat Babajan. Now let me digress a little bit. Baba said that the avatar never comes of his own accord. 5 perfect masters of the time who precipitate and orchestrate in minutest details the advent of the avatar.
Wow.
Now, who are 5 perfect masters? Who are perfect masters? We'll go into that a little later. But suffice to say that they are man-God, or they are men becoming one with God. Their consciousness is that of I am God state, Aham Brahmasmi state, Anal Haq, Soham. These are the states, same thing. They experience infinite knowledge, infinite power, infinite bliss, and they have volunteered to perform duties towards humanity. So they are the perfect masters. We'll go into details a little later on. So these perfect masters, wherever they may be at any given point in time, they converge and come and settle down near the place where the avatar is going to take the birth. So they all converge, they all come together, and they monitor the avatar's minutest actions, and only when the time is ripe, when the time is right, you know, they remove the veil from the avatar's consciousness, you can say, from the man consciousness to God consciousness, and the avatar knows that I am the avatar. So this role of unveiling young Meherwan was the duty of Hazrat Babajan, who was one of the perfect masters. She was settled in Pune, and this was done in the month of January 1914. Actually, in May 1913, what had happened was, he was cycling back from his college to home, and their eyes met, and Hazrat Babajan beckoned him to come. And as soon as Meherwan, he was known as Meherwan then, he came to Hazrat Babajan, she embraced him with a fervor of a mother embracing a child, son, you know, like a long lost son. And that was about all. And the moment this was done, Meherwan lost all bodily consciousness. He's left his cycle there and walked back home. And for 9 months later on, he did not eat, he did not drink, he did not sleep. And people thought that he has gone crazy or he's gone insane.
This was the time when Hazrat Babajan kissed Baba?
No, that was later.
That was later.
That was later.
1914.
In 1914, January. And so all that Meherwan did during those 9 months was to go and sit with Hazrat Babajan and press her legs or you know, scratch her back and stay on for the whole day, including late in the night.
Wow.
And on one fateful morning, that was in January 2014, Baba, he kissed Hazrat Babajan's hands and was going back. Just then she stood up and held his face in her palms and looked straight into his eyes and planted a kiss here on the forehead. And with that kiss, you know, he got the bliss of God realization. That was because the aspects of Godhood is infinite knowledge, infinite power, and infinite bliss.
So the infinite Sat Chit Ananda that Baba has explained as well.
So the infinite bliss was given for Hazrat Babajan. At that time, she was over 120 years old.
Wow.
And she has a different story which we are not going to get into because she was in Baluchistan.
But I believe she lived under
a neem tree,
the neem tree,
come rain, come shine.
In very dilapidated condition as such, whereby a normal person would not even think of going near her or being around within the same vicinity or arm's distance to her. And to consider that for those 9 months, Baba very diligently would every day serve her. is really amazing to, by itself, as a nuance to think that, you know, it is beyond human mindset
Absolutely,
to even do that kind of a thing. This was so very insightful to know from Cyrus. We look forward to meet you tomorrow. Jai Baba.